Welcome in everyone to the Game or Die show. My name is Ryan Moore, and tonight, hey, we're in the Velvet Room and we're playing some video games. Ooh, yeah. Anyways, we're going to be playing a little bit more Kingdom for Keflings. We were going to do this last night. Unfortunately, I had to cancel the stream at the very last moment because our poor little puppy Viper, she had some issues and we had to take her to the vet. She's doing okay, so we're all good there, but that is the reason why I was not able to stream last night. Big bummer, because I was really looking forward to this, but obviously my pet's health comes way before the stream, right? Anyways, what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to continue on with our Kingdom for Keflings playthrough. And just as a quick side note, it is my streamiversary or Twitchiversary or whatever you want to call it, where last year I hit affiliate, which means you can subscribe to the channel. It also means you can use channel points and all that type of stuff too. So if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, just as a quick note too, we're going to be doing some different stuff with the channel over the course of the next few weeks. I'm trying to gather up a bunch of different things and ideas and try and get them executed, but it's taking a little bit of time, especially with life just feeling like it's just hitting us pretty hard here this winter. So this winter has been a little bit rough, but we're weathering the storm, we're having some fun, we're playing some games, and we're just gonna chillax tonight, all right? That's what we're gonna do here. So, let's get into a little bit of Kingdom for Keflings. So if you've never played this game before and don't know what this is, Kingdom for Keflings came out on the Xbox 360 Live Arcade back in 2008, and oh my gosh, I love this game. This game is one of my go-to, I need a break from life games, and I really feel like it's doing me some good to play this. So we're gonna play a little bit more of what we've been playing so far, and yeah, just having a good old grand time. We've been playing through, and I'll kind of talk about what we've been doing in this game. So we are basically a giant, and there's these little beings called Keflings that we're helping create a village. And it kind of is interesting because it's a little bit of Lemmings, a little bit of Age of Empires, a little bit of city building, a little bit of resource stockpiling and management. It's a really interesting game, but there's no threat involved in this game. There is no, big looming thing coming after you. So you can kind of take your time and just do whatever you want. And that's kind of what we're doing here. So we've got our keep that we are working towards. As you can see, it says you should be working towards building the keep now. So we're doing that. We got our blueprints and we got our keep workshop, our armory, and our gatehouse. So our armory is right here. Oh no, that's the workshop. I'm trying to remember where everything is. Here's the armory, and here is the gate, right? So we're building our keep, and up at the top left corner we have like just a blueprint of what the keep needs to be built. We're going to take all these logs here, and we're just going to throw them into, I believe, the wood mill. I think that's what we're supposed to be doing here. Yeah, the lumber mill. So it's interesting, there's a lot of stuff to this, and it can get a little bit overwhelming if you don't have all the correct people involved doing the things. So we're just kind of taking stock of what's going on here first before we actually get to the building portion. So we got like a little stockpile of logs where people were, being lumberjacks and stuff. And then we've got characters that are picking up those logs that have been cut and then bringing them somewhere else. And then the lumber mill will take those cut logs and then convert them into planks. And those planks go over to the contractor's office, and the contractor's office allows us to build extra things, right? So we need a fountain. Let's build a fountain really quick. I think that's all we need from this area. Yeah. So we'll take our fountain because we're building our keep, right? And our keep is going to go, I guess, in the center here. I think that's, I mean, I kind of wanted like a, I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out where I want everything, because we do have like all these resources, right? You can't harvest crystals until you found the digging bar. Oh, really? What? But I was just doing that. Maybe it just kind of gave me one. Huh, weird. Okay, so can we just throw these crystals here? And we'll take a section. And I think we need to create those crystals into gems. The way we do that is over here. And you can see I've got a lot of people kind of converting and like moving and converting. But harvesting is kind of stopped for the time being because I only have X amount of Keflings that I can work with. I should have probably brought those over here. Okay, so we've got to get a great, we need 2 great halls and we don't have enough resources. We need a lot of planks, right? So as you can see, that kind of like immediately puts a stop to a lot of the progress. And we only have 43 planks. So this is what we're going to do really quick. We're going to kind of move some stuff around. So 144, how many do we have? 114. Okay. So we can pick up like 30 logs basically. Now this, I believe, takes planks and converts them into these carved wood pieces, and we're going to need those. So we're going to have to kind of divvy some stuff up. But we're fast enough where we can kind of pick up and move a lot of stuff around very quickly. We need that digging bar though. I'm wondering where that digging bar was. And if I wanted to, I could probably just divvy it up really quick. Do one set at the planks, one set at... Oh, no, we need planks, period. Like, all of the planks just go right here. What's up, Heartstream? How are you doing, buddy? What's up? How's life been treating you, man? I haven't seen you around. Life has been just insanely busy for us. So it is just a constant struggle to even find time to stream at night. But for the most part, I'm still trying to stream every night. But it's oh man, it's just exhausting. There's a lot of stuff to do during the day. Just trying to catch up with life really right now is what we're trying to do. It's been a pretty brutal winter as well. That's right, as long as we're healthy. I got sick twice this over Christmas break, which sucks. So like late November, early December, I got sick. And then I got sick right after Christmas too. So it was a little rough patch for me. December was pretty rough. But I'm all good now. You know, I've been good for quite a while now. And I'm just basically just trying to relax tonight. We had kind of a rough night last night with our dog, and so we're just chilling out tonight. What have you been playing? I've seen you've been playing some God of War Ragnarok, right? How's that been going? You're chasing achievements and stuff, huh? I try and dip into the stream whenever I can, but I've just been so busy lately that I don't even have time to chat. It's like I have it on in the background, but I can't chat, which sucks. Yeah, we're doing okay now. We're doing okay. Okay, so I think I want this chick to transport this wood. There's a lot of wood. Yeah, 173. So let's have her transport these planks, or this wood, into the wood mill. There we go. Now, how many planks do we have? We got 200. Doing okay. Yeah, everything's going good now. It's just life's been busy. It's all good now. Nice. I would love to do a Last of Us playthrough again. I played the first one. I played a little bit of the first one when it came out on the PS3. And then when it came out on the PS4 and they remastered it the first time. Or no, I think it was just a port at that point where they just ported it to PS4. That's when I played through the first game. I never played through the second game because we were in the middle of moving when the second game came out, and I said, oh yeah, you know, I'll get to the second game at some point, and I just never did. So at this point, I would really like to play through the first part, then play through the second part. It's been long enough, you know, it's been, what, over a decade since I played the first game, so I could do a playthrough, especially with, like, the remastered versions. I'm not a big fan that they've been doing that, but if they already made them, then why not? Oh, the second game's amazing? Nice. I saw a clip of the second game, like, earlier tonight, like, just randomly scrolling through stuff, and I saw, like, maybe a 20-second clip of it. And I went, ooh, that looks really fun. I miss me some games like that. It's been a while since I played a game like that, so I really like to play it. I've been going through a lot of VR stuff lately, and I haven't been doing a lot of, like, classic, regular gaming, and so I would like to get back into that at some point soon. Maybe make it game of the month or series of the month, probably March. So not next month, because that's in a couple days, but soon. But yeah, I'm really excited for just playing through more games, man. I'm having such a good time playing through games. I need to hook up my PS5 again. I hooked it up briefly to test and make sure it still works after moving, but I haven't hooked it up yet still. Like, it's just sitting there, and I'm like, man, I need to, like, move everything in here. Now that the studio is starting to take more shape, I think I'm ready to start moving consoles in and getting everything hooked up and set up the way that I want it. It's not 100% still, and it's stinking cold out. It's below freezing. It's 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not as cold as it's been, but it's still below freezing. So, like, Celsius, that would be below 0. And it just sucks. But I've got a temporary heater solution, and it's working. So I'm actually wearing short sleeves for the first time in, like, 3 months. But that's because I have 3 heaters going in this small little space to keep me warm. But it's nice and toasty tonight. Yeah, I'm ready for... I've never said this in my entire life. I love the cold. I love the winter. But this winter has been very brutal, and we were not prepared for it. I'm ready for a little bit of warmth. For us, like, for me, I would say like 60 degrees Fahrenheit would be solid. I don't know what that would be in Celsius, but I think that's maybe roughly about 25 degrees, maybe, somewhere around there. I think like 30 degrees is around like 70 or 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm really bad with conversion of temperatures. Which is weird because I was always in IT, and whenever we'd talk about computer components being temperatured, it would always be in Celsius. But I was just never good at it. Never good at the conversion. The game looks like cheap DLC. Well, it's from 2008. It was an old Xbox Live game from 2008. And they've actually done a couple of the additions, but this is back when games had to be very, 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 very small on the Xbox Live system. Back then, you couldn't have more than 120 megabytes for a game. So this is very low quality polygons, and the art style is very basic because it had to fit that file size limit. But back when they released Castlevania Symphony of the Night on Xbox Live in 2008, that game is bigger than 120 megs, or I think it was 128 megs. And they said, fine, we'll lift that limit. And then I think games were like 512 megs, or maybe even larger. Like they didn't have file limit. I can't remember. It was a while ago, 2008. But yeah, this game doesn't have the best art style, or it doesn't look amazing, but it's very relaxing. And that's kind of what I need right now in life. I just kind of need a relaxing, fun game. And this is the beginning of the series, so it's very basic. We are working towards building a keep. I've just been kind of cleaning up some of the resources so that I can accumulate enough stuff to move around and start building. And I think I've been doing that over the course of the last like 15 minutes as I've been talking. So let's start moving towards that. What I think I need to do is move some of these planks over to the workshop, the keep workshop. And then we start building the Great Hall. So we'll build 1 and 2 Great Halls. Yeah, you know, most of the time, I mean, this is a very simplistic version of that. And there's a lot of, it's not just chores, because there's also resource mining, and there's also character management. So all these Keflings, basically you assign them tasks, so it automates it, and it becomes kind of like a conveyor belt system. Like, what was the game I was playing in September that I really loved? Satisfactory. Satisfactory is very similar in that style, but even taking it way back further, if you ever played the games Lemmings, the like PC Amiga games Lemmings, it's kind of like that too. There's a little bit of Lemmings built into this game too, where you are assigning them tasks and you're watching them complete it. So like I'm assigning this Kefling to be a transporter and to transport bricks that we've like built up and accumulated out of this mine, and then transport them over to the inventory resource. Love my excuses for it, yeah. Hey, you know, it's literally the only version of this type of game that I'll play. And it's mostly, I will fully admit, it's a lot of nostalgia. There's so many good memories of this game that I have accumulated when I first originally played it, that it's one of those go-to games for me that when life kind of sucks, when life gets me down, I can play this game and feel good. And that's kind of what I need in life right this second, especially after yesterday. We had to take our new puppy to the emergency vet, and so I kind of needed a game to kind of just relax and not stress out about. She's doing fine, by the way. She's totally okay now, but she's got a few weeks of recovery time, and I just want to not worry about anything. I want to have a game where I'm not dealing with death and destruction and murder and, you know, all of that. I want a game that I can relax to. Okay, so we need to build a house really quick so that we can get more workers. So we go to our blueprints and we pull up a house. We build a bedroom, a hearth, and a storage unit. And we're going to place them all over here in our little area. Yeah, it's a very relaxing game. And I think a big part of the reason why I love it is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is super calming, super happy and joyful. And it's the soundtrack that I will put on when I need to be in a good mood. It also reminds me of our dog Sunny because she loved swimming, and my wife put music like this. Not this music, but it reminded me of this when she would swim in videos. Like she would do a video and she would put our dog, and this is before we met. She would make her swim and put the music that sounded like this. I'm like, oh, it sounds like Keflings music. It's also something that I used for the podcast, is the intro and outro music for the original versions of the podcast, which I always thought was fun. I think what I want to do is have this person, should we have them mine or do log cutting? Oh, dude. Yeah, here, let's just do this. Let's just do planks. Dude, we got 3 people making planks now. So it's a calming game. It's a relaxing game. It puts me in a great mood. And it's just kind of what I need right now in life. But I will say, as they kept making these games, they've made 3 of them. This is the first one. It's called A Kingdom for Keflings. The second one is A World for Keflings, and they like blew out the scope. It's huge. You got different worlds and different levels and different characters, and then you start having enemies. And then in 2019, they came out with a VR Keflings game, and I loved that. It's very similar to this first game, but it's in VR, and you are a god-style character where you're picking up them with the VR controllers, and like you can toss them. It's really, really fun. But yeah, I'm loving this game, and it's just so much fun. So once you finish God of War Ragnarok, what's your next game that you want to play? Or do you have any games that you're looking forward to? Because I'm still trying to figure out, like, the next few months. There's a lot of smaller games that I'm looking forward to, but not many big games. I think Doom Dark Ages is the next big game that I'm looking forward to. There's been a lot of stuff released, and it's just like either it's not my style or I don't want to get to it right now, or, you know, it's a little weird. This year's a very weird year. Okay, let's get back to building the keep. So what's the next thing? We got these 2. There we go, okay. I like that we have our little blueprint so that we can make sure we put the stuff that we need to put in the right order, in the right area. I was looking forward to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 a little bit. I didn't finish the first one though, and that was their game of the month for like May of last year, and I didn't finish it. So before I get to it, I kind of have to finish the first one, and that's a big game. But I'm playing around with the format of the streams and videos. I'm doing a lot more videos. I did a whole month of videos on the YouTube channel for Retrocember, which basically is celebrating old school classic games. So I played Nintendo 64 games all month in December and did videos on 31 of them. So every day release a new video. about that. Oh, dude, we totally forgot about this guy. What should we do with him? I guess we'll have him cut rocks. I guess we'll have him cut rocks. Siegfried or Roy, trained a Kefling. Oh, we've done this. It keeps resetting the Xbox Live achievements. Okay, so we need to build more stuff. Oh man, she's just picking up and doing all this stuff. See, this is what happens with these types of games is I get sidetracked. Like super sidetracked. Okay, so we have bricks, and those bricks are from those stones. Okay, so let's build some stuff by moving some bricks around. Again, like I said, the music is such a big portion of why I love these games so much. Okay, so how many keep days do we need? I guess we just need one. So we'll do one. All right. Put that right over here. As much as I do love this game, there's so many little things that I go, oh, they could have done this better, or they could have done that better. And it's funny too, because I think it's been such, I never finished a world for Keflings. And so I don't know if they ever improved on some of the stuff that I go, ooh, I wish that they would have fixed this or that. I just have no idea. All right, so what we're gonna do here is let's just go from the top left over. So we need a keep parlor, and we need planks. We need planks of wood. Ugh, of course we do, right? I really wish that I could rebuild all this stuff. If I was going to do a second playthrough, I would build I would probably build outwards so that I would have an area that has all the mining stuff. So rocks, quartz, wood. And then, oh no. Oh no. What happened? Oh, the game froze. Oh, no. That's not good. Give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can fix this. It's responding, but that's not good, man. Oh, no. And we didn't get to save it either. Oh, man. I don't think that's going to save everything that we've been doing for the last... How long has this been going on for? Oh, man. The last half hour. The last half hour. Okay. Let's see. 1 second. I think, Okay. I think we're going to be right. Let me be right back. Let me figure out what's going on here, and then we'll continue on. Because we ain't stopping the stream. We've only been going for half an hour, so just bear with me. I'll be right back.
Burnout 3 Takedown. Buckle up. Rated T for teen.
Challenge everything.
And something's coming for us. There it is. Ooh, do you see it? Look at Laura. Oh yeah, that's basically freaking Terminator. Just like shotgun. That was awesome. Oh, yes. Dude. All right. That was pretty rad. Lightning strike. All right. That was pretty good.
I know, right? Mikey here says it's pizza time. But you know what time it really is? It's time for you to check out the Game or Die channel on Twitch or YouTube. I'm streaming all the time, and even better yet, you can check out the game.
All right. Okay. So let's figure out how to do this without, man. Well, you know, we didn't really accomplish a ton in that, but we just reset all of our progress. We lost half an hour of progress, right? Okay. So we're going to move over. I think there's a heart piece over here. Somewhere, maybe. Who knows? You can't harvest crystals until you found the digging bar, but don't I have that? Like, what is my... I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. Man, what a bummer. An absolute bummer. Let's pick up those crystals. We'll just see. We had some organization going on, man. We had a lot of stuff starting to accumulate. How many is there? Oh, that's a lot. But I really do want to have more Keflings kind of do more things, right? Okay. Let's reconfigure this. Man. What a bummer. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. How many bricks are... Like, I wanted this as a, like, station. But I feel like a lot of this stuff, since... This all needs... So this is a lumber mill, right? Wood carver, brick mason, mark lumber mill. Here we go. So we're going to take our lumber mill and we're going to have it closer to our resource management area. This is what we're going to do. We're just going to reset everyone. You are going to be a lumberjack, and we got another guy over here too. There. Okay. So we got a lumberjack, and then we're going to move over towards getting that mill in a different area, right? So we got storage. What a bummer. I cannot believe we lost that progress. That's okay. C'est la vie, right? Such is life. that platform, and I guess this chick will be the lumber mill chick. Okay, we need a platform and a Kefling. And they don't have to be educated, which is nice. So platform. And what I don't know if I want to have a character actually, hooray, transport that stuff, because I feel like that's so close. We don't really need that, right? Okay. Now our brick thing, our stone cutter, is gonna be right here, and we're just moving it over closer, right? So we're moving our stone cutter right there. What I want you to do, lady, so I want you right there. I want you right here. We're gonna have them just build us some bricks, some rocks. What's up, Faust? How are you doing? Welcome in. We're back at it with Keflings. Having a grand old time, just kicking back and relaxing, just having a good old time. Not worried about completing games. I mean, I am. I'm definitely wanting to complete games. I just am not focused on rushing through anything. Okay, so that stone mason needs to have... That's gonna have to go in there, and got a lot. Still standing, yeah. Excellent. Oh, we needed the bricks. That's what we need. So we need the bricks. Cottage, dye, woodcarver, brick mason. Here we go. Oh man, we're moving every building over across the map, which I'm not super excited about. But at the same time, it kind of needs to be done. Oh, and we need a... Man, I keep messing this up. Lumber mill, stone cutter. We need that platform. Where's that platform? Here it is. Yeah, now we have a bunch of people just standing around, so we need to put them to work. Whew. Are you taking off? Yeah, that's cool. He's super busy. You're not hanging out. That's fine, dude. No worries. Have an awesome day too, dude. What's up, Roxanne? How are you doing? That's totally fine, dude. Have an awesome day, man. Here, we're just gonna have them. Oh, nice. What's the cheat code for Empire Earth? Okay, so we got our stone cutter working. Now we need our brick mason. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, like instantly. So you're not waiting around for the, like the time for it to like build. Man, there was a city builder game that I really, really loved called Tropico. And I want to play that again at some point. I really want to replay Tropico again. Let's just kind of get this started. clean up some of the stuff here. I feel like there should be, well, we got the wood stuff over here, right? And then we got bricks that we're gonna have to work on instantly. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh man, there's so much. There's so much. We should work on getting the brick masons. Okay. Wow. Crap. That sounds awesome. I miss cheat codes. You've already advanced your civilization all the way to World War II, and they're still in the Dark Ages. That's great. Oh, I bet you just obliterate them, right, at that point? I remember in, what was it, high school, I got super into Age of Empires. Age of Empires was like my jam. I loved it so much. And when they did the definitive edition, remastered version several years ago, I was so excited to get into it, and I just didn't have the time. I was so bummed. Yeah. Knights on horses aren't going to be able to withstand B-2 bombers. Oh, I bet that's so much fun to watch. I bet that's so much fun to watch them just get destroyed. Oh. We'll play it. We'll definitely play it. I've been working on some of the ideas for changing up some of the streams. I think I'm gonna go with a different format for streaming, and the YouTube channels and kind of the Discord. It's been a little bit of a bummer seeing the growth just continually dwindle, and I'm trying to see if there's maybe some new formats that can help that. Because I really do enjoy doing this stuff and having fun ideas, but if it's actually causing people to leave, I gotta figure something out. Oh, wow. Okay. So the two games that I always got into were Age of Empires, and then what was the other one? It was Age of Empires and Civilization, but Civilization Revolution. It came out around the exact time this game came out, 2008. And I remember when I lived in Denver, I was so excited for Civilization Revolution. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, we're gonna take this, we're gonna pop her head off. Not actually popping her head off, we're just gonna remove her ability. Oh, dude, that sounds fun. 100 priests. Oh yeah, that sounds like super fun. I miss cheat codes. I miss when games. Let's be just real talk, really quick. I miss when games were designed to have fun and be ridiculous, and cheat codes were like the ultimate part of that. Video games used to incorporate game-breaking bugs as a feature, but they were called cheat codes. And even back on like the NES, like the original Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, we had Game Genie, which was like the precursor to Game Shark. And the Game Genie allowed us to modify the game code, the RAM code, to just mess around with the game in just crazy, unique, fun ways. It's kind of weird that I never got into coding or actually good at coding, because I loved the Game Genie when I was a kid. It seems like a surefire way for a kid to kind of get into that style. But coding was, like, real coding was just something that you just weren't able to do back in the early 90s, really. Unless you knew what you were doing, you had the computers to do it. Unless it was something like you were coding in BASIC on a Commodore 64 and no one was actually doing that. Oh yeah, SimCity. Dude, I played SimCity 2000. I have it. I own it on GOG. I've owned it for years. I have SimCity 2000, 3000 on CD still. I've got this original CDs bouncing around here somewhere in some box that we haven't unboxed yet. Oh, I already have SimCity 2000 on GOG installed on this computer. Yeah, I have the GOG version, and I'm pretty sure I have the Steam version of 3000 as well. I bought my Steam library is over 3,000 deep. You could probably name any game that's like a classic game, and I probably own a copy of it. I'm a big collector. And it's all digital at this point. I can't remember if I was telling the story earlier today or not, but I owned, when I owned my game store, I had all the physical copies of everything, and I had a big flood in my house, like a water damage, that destroyed all of my game collection, and it was such a bummer. Poor Taylor's in the village. Yeah. Oh, ew. Cleaning all the what is that? What's the streak marks called? Oh, I can't remember. But yeah. That sounds gross. Okay, so we've got our like more compiled. Okay, so he's actually doing some stuff. He's basically moving, and every time one of the workers... Okay, that's awesome. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Just do one more. Oh, dude, I'm playing this on an emulator. I've been emulating games since 1999. I'm well versed in emulation. You said the magic words. We're going to talk about this really quick. Theme park. Oh yeah, from Bullfrog, right? Yeah, no, I know all about theme park. I'll tell some stories here really quick. Number one, Theme Park was the first game that I ever had on the Atari Jaguar. Yeah, I owned a Jaguar. And that controller with the 3 ABC and then the huge number pad in the middle was actually really cool for Theme Park because it was assigned to different menus. So you could hit 1 and it would pull up the menu to create the paths. You could push number 2 and it would pull up the ride menu. And so you could quickly access all the menus very quickly on that Atari Jaguar controller. Number 2, I've dumped thousands of hours into Theme Park. I love that series so much. And then Theme Park DS is the game that I basically got broken up because I got dumped because of Theme Park DS. Maybe I'll tell that story later on, but man, yeah, Theme Park is a huge part of my life. I love that series. Too much profit. I loved I loved being able to put money into research, and that was the precursor to Roller Coaster Tycoon, right? And I remember you were watching me play Roller Coaster Tycoon when we were playing it a few months ago. Yeah, the DS version is stupidly hard in that game. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm still waiting. I tell this every time it gets brought up. Bullfrog, doesn't exist anymore, but a lot of those people who made those games, Theme Park and Theme Hospital, they work at 2 Point. 2 Point has been building their new versions of those games for several years now. They started with 2 Point Hospital, which was basically Theme Hospital. Then they came out with 2 Point Campus a few years ago, and that's where it's basically Theme Hospital, but you're building a university or a college. And then they just announced, and it comes out this year, I believe, and we'll definitely play it, 2 Point, what is it, 2 Point Museum. It's a museum game. It's a museum builder. So I've been seeing it. I'm super pissed that, I thought they were going to do 2 Point Hospital, and then they were going to do 2 Point Theme Park. Then after Hospital came out and they didn't do theme park, they did Campus. I was like, okay, well, they did Campus. Obviously, we're going to get 2 Point Theme Park now for the third game. And they're making this museum game. So hopefully, after the museum game, then they'll have Theme Park. I'm sure they're building to it, but I'm just kind of upset we haven't gotten it yet. Charge $999 just to get into the theme park, and then you have to charge for food and drink and maps and umbrellas and toilets, right? Yeah, those advisors are the worst. They're so pointless. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I totally got on a tangent there. Oh, they were the sideshows. Okay. Either way, you're charging a buttload of money that people don't have just for something that they shouldn't have to pay. No one in their right mind should be paying that, but some of them do, and it's the best. Those games are just honestly the best. I love them so much. Oh, I remember. I never played Clubhouse games, but I remember it because at the store, a lot of people would ask for it, and I'd be like, what is Clubhouse games? To the point where I got so many requests to order it that I had to look into it. Like when I had a customer come in and tell me about a game, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll order it for you. And we would do special orders all the time. But then at some point, like if it was requested so much, I had to look into what games I was buying tons of copies of. I vaguely remember it, but I never played Clubhouse games. We'll have to do a DS stream for sure. We'll do a themed DS stream at some point. Yeah, I love unlocking games through achievements and stuff like that. They're so fun. Oh, we're gonna save so that we don't lose our progress like we did earlier. Oh yeah. We be doing Clubhouse games this year for sure. I'm like I said, I'm working on trying to figure out the scheduling and stuff like that, so I haven't even come up with a schedule for February yet. That is definitely on my to-do list for the next few days, but it's so crazy. Oh, don't tell me about soft locking. Oh, that's not good. Okay, what? Okay, so we've got all these guys, and they're going over. Oh yeah. We're gonna move these guys to do something more. We got 2 miners and 3. Oh, wow. We got 3 of these guys. Here, let's do another rock miner. And then we should do a gem builder. CPU rolls a certain number and lands on that piece, and you can send it back to the start. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Grab the guy. There we go. It can last for hours. Yeah, that's awesome. That sounds great. That sounds just absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we're definitely getting. Oh man, yeah. Okay. And we found our heart. We found our heart piece. Here we go. All right, so we're getting our 2 more Keflings. Sorry, hold on a second. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a DS stream. The issue with DS streams, I've done it a few times. When I stream DS games, because of the emulator, emulating the certain games don't work very well because they have to be held in the different manner, and the screen sizes kind of get wonky. And then also with the stylus. The stylus was kind of the biggest issue with emulation. It works just because you can use the mouse, but it's weird. It's not a hard system to emulate. It's a hard system to emulate well. Okay, so we need this wood carver piece, and we need a house. We need a house first. Oh, soda shaking, yeah. That accelerometer and it's the accelerometer and the microphone where you have to blow into it. I mean, man, they made some really interesting, good games on the DS. I remember one of my favorite memories of the DS is WarioWare Twisted, which was the second game in the WarioWare series. And it was a DS exclusive. And it had a lot of... wait, no, not Twisted. Was it... Twisted was the Game Boy Advance, the second Game Boy Advance one. Man, now I'm missing it. It was the DS one, and they introduced Ashley in that one, and my sister, who doesn't really play video games, loved that game. And so we played WarioWare, I think it was Twisted. It wasn't Touch and Go. I'm mixing them up. I can't remember. Oh man. But anyways, it really doesn't matter. They were all really fun, and my sister and I played a ton of WarioWare together, and it was one of the only games that we ever actually played together, because she doesn't like video games, but she did love, for whatever reason, she really, 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 really loved WarioWare and Kingdom Hearts. Touch and Go was DS. Okay. Yeah. Twisted was Game Boy Advance because it had the accelerometer in it, which you twist. And that one's actually fairly hard to emulate if you don't have hardware for it. And then Touch and Go is the DS one because it utilized the touching portion. And that's the one where they introduced Ashley, I believe. And the Ashley theme song is still one of the best theme songs in all of gaming history. Okay, now we need the wood carver. Now we need to rebuild wood carver. Twist it like nipples? Yeah, twist, right? Oh man, what a fantastic series. It's a bummer because I really did try to get into the last game in the series, and I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of Nintendo continually refusing to change up their formula. I think that's one of the biggest issues with Nintendo is they refuse to change up their formula. They cannot change their formula to save their life, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting to try and care about the same exact game. So, like I said, I love the WarioWare series, but all they do is make the same exact scenario happen. Wario wants to make a new game to make more money, and so he enlists all his friends to do it. And it's the same game over and over again. It just has a different gimmick applied to it. That's it. That's the only difference. It just has a different gimmick, and it's just so tiring to see the same game being crapped out over the last 20 plus years. And I love it, but man, I just cannot play the same game over again. They just refuse to make a different game. And I'm not saying it needs to be completely 100% different, but man, there needs to be some new ideas, new blood in Nintendo. Call of Duty, ooh. Oh, World at War, okay. I haven't replayed World at War since it came out. I very rarely replay games. They have to be very, very good for me to replay it. And World at War was the 5th Call of Duty game. And oh, I have all the Call of Duty games, don't worry. Don't you worry your pretty little head about that. Yeah, so this is what I'll say, and I said this at the time, and it's totally true, and I will stick to my guns on this. Treyarch, who have now gone on and made the Call of Duty Black Ops series and have become the top, it has the top, or they are known as the best Call of Duty developers. Treyarch at the time, after Infinity Ward came out with Call of Duty 1 and 2, Treyarch was the one tasked with making Call of Duty 3. And it was a real big disappointment. And then they were tasked with making Call of Duty 5, World at War. And that's where they introduced, the zombies. I hated Treyarch games. And so I never really gave them a chance afterwards. Like, I just could not. I was so burned by 3 and World at War. I did not like them. But that's because I was so attached to the Infinity Ward versions of Call of Duty that they just felt so inferior. I wouldn't mind going back and replaying them at this point because I think I would appreciate it a lot more because I'm so far removed from their release and I can objectively take a look at them and judge them on their merits without having any bias or loyalty to Infinity Ward. So that would be really interesting. I would really like to replay those. I'm not surprised that it has an active multiplayer. Any of those games that have pretty much every game will have a die-hard fan base that will keep the game alive, no matter what. At this point, with how big games are and how easy it is to create a community around anything, there will always be a die-hard community for everything. And so as long as it has a die-hard community, those games will immediately live on until the servers just crap out and die and there's no way to resurrect them. But there are, I mean, you see those articles all the time. Oh, this one person's still playing Halo 1 after the servers died 4 years ago. You know, there's always that one weirdo who will just do everything in their power to keep something alive. So it doesn't surprise me at all. I was just never a big multiplayer fan. I did enjoy the first Call of Duty Zombies. I thought that was a really interesting and unique idea, and that's what I really liked about World at War. I think World at War had some interesting ideas in the multiplayer portion of the game. It wasn't the campaign portion, the single player version I was not interested in with Treyarch. But their single player or their multiplayer stuff I thought was really well done. It was just hard going to World at War after Call of Duty 4. It was just such a subpar project compared to World at War. No, we don't want you to do that. We want you to, I guess, I don't know, man. What do we do here? I guess you'll just be a miner for now. Maybe we'll move the witch hut. I don't know. We should probably save. World at War campaign if you choose to do veteran hardest. Oh man, yeah. I don't play a veteran unless it's a game that I really love anymore. Because game difficulty is usually artificially inflated to just create more time being played. That's it. I will say, back when the 360 came out, so this is like this is my crowning achievement in Call of Duty, all of Call of Duty. On launch day, with the 360, I played all the launch games: Cameo, Perfect Dark Zero, Project Gotham Racing 3, and Call of Duty 2. I bought every single one of those. I was working at Geek Squad at the time at Best Buy. And basically Geek Squad / Best Buy, you know, we did the midnight launch for the 360. And my store, it was stupid. I was working that evening, and so my store had a line formed way earlier in the morning. And by the time I got done with work and I was going to go outside and jump in line at my store, they already filled up all the positions for how many consoles we had. I had to drive all the way down to, I think it was Long Beach, or no, Westminster, to get in line at a totally separate, different Best Buy than I worked at, to get in line because they had copies. My friend, that's where my friend lived, and so my friend basically saved me a spot. I jumped in line, we waited all night in the cold November rain. And when I got my 360 at opening, I was supposed to open the store, so I closed and then opened the next day, which you're technically not supposed to do. Or Best Buy won't allow you to do that, or it's not supposed to. It's apparently illegal. They basically said, oh, you still have to work in the morning. And so I called in from the store, the other store, and I said, hey, I got in a car accident. I'm not coming in today. And they're like, are you really? And I was like, no, I totally got in a car accident. I'll be late. And they're like, fine. So I stood up all night at the other Best Buy, got my 360, drove to work, and then finished my shift, and then finally got my 360. I played all of those launch games, and then when it came to Call of Duty 2, I played it on Veteran, and I beat it on Veteran, which was insanely hard. Because I wasn't really used to first-person shooters on consoles. I played a little bit of Halo. I beat Halo, but I didn't beat it on, what is it, Legendary? I just played it on, you know, regular. And dude, that was a tough game to finish on Legendary or Veteran. before I decide to, yeah, I go on rants. You're gonna have to excuse me on that. I will go on full-blown story mode rants for a little bit every once in a while. But yeah, I love the 360. I think that was such a fun console. Yeah, I'll catch up. Yeah, I read everything. Those grenades, man. The grenades on Call of Duty are ridiculous. I always loved cooking the grenades. So this is my thing. This is why I don't play a lot of Call of Duty games anymore. Because they moved away from World War II. I love World War II history. It's my favorite thing in history to study and learn about. And so when they started moving away from World War II and like they got into Black Ops with the Cold War in the 80s, just didn't interest me. When they moved to like advanced warfare or even modern warfare, where it was like taking place in Afghanistan and Iraq, I just wasn't really interested. When they did the space stuff, advanced warfare, I was just like, dude, this series just left me behind. Oh yeah, I replayed the Halo games with one of my closest friends a few years ago, and that was really, really fun in the Master Chief Collection. That was still when it was still in quote-unquote beta for like 4 years, and they were still working on it 4 years later because they kept breaking it because 343 is not a good company. But they finally like got everything, and then they started releasing all of the games, right? They released ODST, they released Halo Reach. We're doing a Halo playthrough for sure this year. It's been planned for a while. I was gonna do it a couple months ago, and it just didn't have time. And then they released the Halo VR mod. So we're playing Halo 1 in VR for sure. But I'll definitely do a Halo full series playthrough for sure. I love the Halo games, and I haven't played them for years. So did we get our wood carver built? Sorry, I'm totally blanking now. Is this a wood carver? Oh, it needs a person. Well, we have 3. We have 3. Okay, let's get a edumacated guy over here. Yeah, I have Master Chief Collection on Steam. Yes, I didn't get the wood carver completed because I was too busy on a rant about Best Buy. Hey, you know, I dedicated several years of my life to Geek Squad, all right? I'm allowed to ramble a little bit. That was a really fun job. I had a blast with that job. That was back in, that was 2004. That was over 20 years ago. Man. Like, that's when we need the one with the book. Which one is the one with the book? It's a secondary school, that's what it is. Is this one? Yeah, here we go, okay. Geek Squad was a really fun job. I worked with 2 of my closest friends, and we're still best friends to this day. We talk literally every day in our group chat. We've had our group chat message going for over 15 years at this point, I think. Since what, 2009, I'd say? Maybe 2010. But yeah, we've had this group chat going forever, and we all 3 worked together at Geek Squad, and oh my gosh, we got into so much mischief. I remember my first day at Geek Squad. I had a lady come in and say, I need Windows installed on this printer. And I said, ma'am, that's not possible. She said, no, here's the Windows CD. I need you to install this on a printer. And I tried explaining to her, but I was a punk. How old was I at that point? 2004? Yeah, I was like 19 or 20. I was a punk, like 19-year or 20-year-old kid, and I just was like so disrespectful. Might be a little bit harsh of a term, but not far off. And oh my gosh, she yelled at me and threatened to mace me in the store. This is back in 2004 when you could get away with stuff like that, like threatening people in a store. And she threatened to mace me. And the manager had to move me into the back room and tell me, Ryan, do not leave this room until I come out and have diffused the situation, and she's left. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. Hey, you got me on this whole rant thing about Best Buy. Don't bring it up, and then I won't rant on it. Okay, so now we've got our wood carver. We got lots of planks. And I think the next thing we do is our witch hut. So that we have our crystals. And we got lots of crystals here. Yeah, we got lots of crystals. I mean, we have a lot of gems too, but I want to make them nice and easy to build with. I don't know, man. Shoot. Should we just build another? I think let's just build another witch hut. I think that's probably easier, right? Yeah, it's easier. Okay, is it easier? I see. This is what happens. Okay, advanced book collection, garden, simple stairs. And then we'll get that platform at the very end. But yeah, Best Buy was a really fun job. So it was, the way that Geek Squad worked is, give me 1 second here, let me make sure that I have enough space. There we go. Geek Squad was a separate company that was purchased by Best Buy, and they were implementing them into Best Buy. So they weren't full-on part of Best Buy. We were a separate company that was integrated into the store. And we just got into all sorts of mischief because the Best Buy people were like, not our coworkers technically. So we got away with a lot of stuff, and we screwed around a lot and messed around a lot. If you ever seen a movie like Waiting, it's basically we were screwing around like that. Not to that extent in certain cases, but we messed around a lot, just screwing around with everyone and everything. The Pale Gardens update in Minecraft. A new entity called the Creaking. Is that in the the Nether? That's what is in Minecraft, the Nether realm? And then or is it the Ether? Oh, Enderman is like the big, tall, Slender Man looking character, right? It's not Nether? Oh, okay. Is it just in the normal world then? You know, I really wish that the Minecraft VR streams would do better because I really enjoyed doing those. Playing Minecraft in VR is just really, it's like this, it's really relaxing and enjoyable. Okay, so we're gonna take her, we're gonna make her a witch. And we're gonna take this, and we're just gonna do this. Just gonna build all the gems really quick here. We don't have that much, and it's really close. This is exactly what I wanted, right? Oh, look at that. It's just gonna convert. All right. So we got like 60 already, and we're gonna have more. Pale Gardens are a place. Ooh, okay. It's in the normal world, and it's called Pale Gardens because it like just removes the saturation of the color. Nice. Interesting. Okay, so now that we've kind of reorganized, let's get our keep. Let's save again so that we don't have our crash again. That was a bummer. Oh, new wood and stuff too. Nice. So one of the things, I was never into Minecraft. When I had my store back in 2009, when Minecraft came out in beta, I had people talking to me about it. They're like, dude, you gotta play this new game. It's called Minecraft. And I was like, okay, what is it? What is it about? And they had such a hard time describing what Minecraft was to me. I kept asking them, what do you do in Minecraft? And they could not figure out how to describe it as a sandbox game where you are creating items and crafting items. It's right there in the name, right? You mine things and then you craft the things that you mine. And I had like 4 or 5 people tell me about Minecraft over the course of like a week or two. And then I had this one friend, he was like, okay, here, Ryan, let me tell you what Minecraft is actually all about. And he basically was telling me, you're in this open world and it's got this weird like 8-bit style in 3D. Everything's very dumbed down in texture, and you just start punching trees and getting logs out of the trees, and then you take the logs and then you make an axe out of a log and a rock. And I went, okay, I get that. That makes sense. And so he started describing Minecraft to me like that. And then it's got this day-night cycle, and the day turns to night, and at night monsters come out, and so you have to build a shelter. And the shelter can, just be built out of other pieces of the world. Here, let's have a drink. Let's crack this one open with the boys, shall we? Cheers. Throat's getting a little dry. And so he was describing the game to me like that, and I went, oh, okay, I get it. And I just could never play it. I didn't want to spend the money at the time, and it was a lot of kids playing it and not a lot of adults. I was in my early 20s at the time, so I was just like, I don't know. And so I didn't get it into Minecraft until I started dating this one girl. And she was like, do you play Minecraft? And I was like, no. And she said, oh, my brothers and I have this world that we've been working on for several years, and we just love it. And so we played online together one night, and she like invited me into the world and was showing me around and stuff. And I was like, dude, this is actually really cool. I had to buy the game for it. And I was like, fine, I'll buy the game. So I bought the game, we loaded it up, played it online with her. And I was like, dude, this is actually kind of cool. I'm not super into the art style, but the idea and premise, and this is before all the Minecraft clones were out and about still. Like, it was still a very, big thing that was not kept, there was no like imitators really, or if there were, it was so absolutely terrible that no one played them. And I went, oh, this is actually really cool. Oh yeah, I've seen some of that stuff. I've joined a few custom servers over the years and just seen the insane amount of stuff that they build. One of my favorite things, and this is before the VR version came out, and I still have never done this because I don't know how or if you can still. One of my favorite things was when people were doing roller coaster builds, where they were doing themed roller coaster rides in Minecraft. And I thought it was literally still to this day, literally one of the coolest things I've ever seen in video game form. And I went, man, I want to play that in VR, and I still never have. There's one where it's like a Beetlejuice roller coaster. If you want to see what I'm talking about, just Google Minecraft Beetlejuice roller coaster, and you'll see this like 4-minute. It might even be less than that. It might be like a minute or two, where they took the theme song of Beetlejuice, the cartoon Beetlejuice, not the movie theme by Danny Elfman, although I'm sure there's versions of that too. But they took the theme song of the cartoon Beetlejuice and created this roller coaster ride where you're going through like the snake mouth, and you see Lydia's face and like a spider dangling and all that. And they kind of recreated the intro to the cartoon in Minecraft. And I just went, oh my gosh, this is absolutely incredible. And then over the years, I've also joined servers where it's just like, here's this, Realm server or whatever, play in here. And like, it was so many things. It was like sensory overload at a point where I was just like, I don't even know what to do here. There's so many different things going on. And I just went, this is incredible. I wish I had the time to really devote to making something like that. But I get really bored, and I'm not very creative in that aspect. So I just kind of get bored and just stop, which sucks. I wish I wasn't like that, but I am. Okay, we got lots of planks. I think we have more planks than we need. All right, so now that we've got all this stuff, let's save it again. I'm so wary of saving now. Is there any custom servers that you would suggest checking out? Because I'm always down for taking a look at some extra stuff. Okay, so we got some cool, some crystals. Let's just move those crystals in here just for the funsies of it. Okay, so what's the next thing? So we built, we still need to build a keep, right? Okay, let's go over here and figure out what we need to build for the keep. Oh, we didn't even start on building the keep because the game froze. Oh man, I totally forgot about that. Okay. No, it's getting a little hot in here. Give me 1 second and I'll be right back. I'm gonna just turn off the heater really quick. I'll be right back.
Join the Discord and I'll catch you on stream.
You can't swan dive in the first game though, right? That they added that in the second. Oh no, you can. Oh no. I'm glad the camera obscured that, because that would have been horrible. Hey everyone, Ryan here from Game or Die, and here is your Gaming Minute. The fighting game world has been blowing up over the weekend thanks to the annual EVO or EVO fighting game tournament, featuring competitors from all around the globe to compete in a fighting tournament with the biggest games like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, and Mortal Kombat 1. Tekken 8 had the biggest announcement, with fan favorite Heihachi being brought back as a new fighter. On the Game or Die channel, we've been playing through the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for Game of the Month and finally got the Master Sword. Also, on a personal note, we will be moving next month, so the studio does have to be in the process of being packed up. Stay tuned for a big behind-the-scenes studio tour video on YouTube. Until next time, I'm Ryan, and join the stream daily on Twitch and YouTube.
here. What are you planning
What
to
have
do?
he put my
Spectre,
ass?
yes. You're the monkey that performs at the amusement park.
What? He's that cute little monkey that everyone...
All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're back. Sorry, I super did not mean to go on a tangent there about a few things like Minecraft or Best Buy / Geek Squad / original Xbox / Call of Duty, but that's what happens every once in a while. Anyways, we're going to continue on with a little Kingdom for Keflings. I'm having some fun with this. I'm trying to stay focused, but I keep getting sidetracked. I apologize. Let's continue on. Okay. So we're building our keep. And we got to just start from the beginning because we had a game crash about half an hour into the stream, and that just kind of totally threw me for a loop. So let's see what we can build here. We need a fountain, and that's it. So let's build a fountain. I wish when, especially for something like this with the keep, we have a keep workshop, right? We should be building should be able to build everything within the keep workshop. And that's what I wish that they did with this game is when you build the different things, like you should be upgrading the buildings, not having separate buildings. Like we never need to go over here and have our, what is it? We need the platform. So this is where the game starts, right? With this basic workshop. We should not have a basic workshop still just to build a platform. We should have it at the main new building area. But then that would make the game a lot less big, right? This is already a fairly small map. So you're gonna make the game even smaller by just upgrading buildings to building new buildings. So I get it. I'm just not happy about it. All right, keep workshop. We need 2 great halls, but we don't have enough planks. Oh, but we do. We do have enough great planks. We have over 1,000. We're pretty much good on planks for the rest of the game. This is how I should have built this. This is how I should have built this. Just as we can, just let's build. How many do we have? How many stones? We have 217. Okay. I think because we don't have anyone actually... Okay. I don't think we have anyone building the... or moving rocks over. So let's grab that really quick. Like, we have a secondary witch hut. But let's just finish these off. Then we'll take that witch and we'll have her as a mover. Right? There. So we're going to take our witch. Do we have anyone else? And that loom. Ugh. I think we need to build the loom somewhere else too. Yeah, we should probably do that. Dang, I turned the heater off and now I'm already feeling cold. It's cold out. It sucks. Okay, so we've got 3 rock guys, and we're just gonna have this lady just transfer the rocks. And she should basically do the exact same thing as that guy. Maybe a little bit quicker because she is moving them faster because they're closer together. But we'll see. Okay, so this is the loom. So let's break that down. Let's get our loom going. Where is it? There we go. And we're just moving it. We're just moving the loom so that we can have our moving. Oh, little Sharky, thank you for this the sub. That finally freaking worked. After how many months? I haven't been getting notifications for subscriptions for months. So thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, whoops. Needing to move this over. Yeah, it's been crazy. I have not had any subscription notifications, follow notifications, anything over the last several months, and I switched over to a different service, and now everything works. It's great. 7 months already. I know, dude. That's rad. I think you are probably, the longest subscriber on the channel over myself and my wife. So congratulations. When you get to 1 year, if you get to 1 year, I'll give you something special. Okay, where do we want our loom? Right over here. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. You know what? Give me 1 second here. Yeah, but I'm really happy that notification finally popped up, because I felt really bad. People would be like you, would be subscribing to the channel. I just would never know. It wouldn't tell me who subscribed. It wouldn't tell me when they subscribed. It just said, you have X amount of subscriptions. But I would never know who it was or when it happened. So it would never pop up or notify me. So thank you. I appreciate that. How are you doing, dude? Just chillaxing tonight, playing a little bit of Kingdom for Keflings for my Twitch anniversary, my streaming anniversary. That's totally fine, man. No worries, dude. Don't even worry about it. We're already strapped for cash. Like we had to, I wasn't able to stream last night because we had to go to the emergency vet for our dog, Viper. She, without getting into the whole nuts and bolts of everything, we had to take her to the emergency vet, and it was a big old thing. We didn't get home until about 4 o'clock in the morning. And oh boy, it was rough. I was so, like, this whole day I've been just dragging because I was so tired. So we're definitely not in a position to deal with anything like that right now anyway, so don't worry about it. I appreciate you even looking into it. Like, you didn't need to do that, and I appreciate it. Okay, we got our loom ready to go. Yeah, she's doing okay though, but she's got some recovery time that we're spending a lot of time just hanging out with her. She's on some medication, which is making her very, very sleepy, and that's kind of fun. Okay, so we're just gonna move this wool over here, because why not, right? What? Come on, wool. There we go. There we go. But yeah, it's always something, right? It's always something. So we had a very, very long night last night. Bark be gone? Oh, man. Luckily, our dogs don't bark. Our dog, Sunny, that passed away last year, we had her, she was 12 years old, and I met her, and when my wife and I got together and started dating, I never heard her bark. It was amazing. She only barked like probably a handful of times in the, like, we've been married for 8 years, and I only heard her bark probably a handful of times in like 9-10 years. It's crazy. She just never barked. It was amazing. Okay. What is this person doing? Where are you? Where did that person go? I don't even know where they... Okay, you? Get out of here. I want you to... Here, you do these crystals. Just work on these crystals. Get all those crystals out of the way. Okay, so what do we need here? We need to get back to our keep. We're gonna save. I'm so scared of the game crashing now. It's never done that before. I played this for dozens of hours and it crashed or froze. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some dogs that just bark no matter what. And I'm very glad our dogs don't do that. One of our dogs, Banjo, he howls. But only like at random times when he's in his crate. And he howls like he's being murdered. It's crazy. Just, "Oh!" And then that's it. He just does it once, super long, and then we're done. And then he's done. And it's only every once in a while. It's not even like an all the time thing. It's just very sporadically every several days or something. Maybe, you know, there's like times where I don't hear him do it for like a week or two, and then just out of nowhere, we'll just be hanging out in the other room. And, ooh. It's so weird. Okay, now we can start working on our keep. I do need to hydrate. Thank you. Thank you. All out of water right now, though. So caffeine will do. Caffeine will have to do. It's probably stupid to do that at like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, but yeah, what are you gonna do, right? Okay, so we need 2 of the Great Halls. We need to keep days. I don't know what the heck that is. It looks like stairs to me. Oh, yeah. I really don't like dogs that bark. I was never a dog person. When my wife and I started dating, I was like, you're a dog person? And I had to really contemplate, do I want to date this chick? Because I was not a dog person. But once we started dating and she introduced me to Sunny, I was like, oh, dude, dogs are actually really cool. Okay, this dog is rad. And over the course of the years, you know, I definitely fallen in love with our dogs, and, you know, we run dog shows and stuff. So it's not an issue now, but man, back then, it's a little rough figuring out, am I going to have to listen to dogs barking for the rest of my life? And not really, no. My wife's great about like keeping our, well, I think we're just very lucky that we have dogs that just don't naturally want to bark all the time. But also she trains them very, very well because they're show dogs. And so they're very, very, their temperament is a different style than normal dogs, where they just don't have some of that stuff bred into them. It's weird that they can just like magically remove traits from dogs over the course of X amount of years of breeding, you know. That's the way it is, and it's really cool. All right, can we make this thing? Yorkies? Oh, dude, my sister had a Yorkie. Yes. My parents had Chihuahuas, and my sister had a Yorkie. And both of them are very, very yippy. So my parents had 2 Chihuahuas, sisters. And oh my gosh, they were just so annoying. I felt really bad because I really didn't like my parents' dogs. This is, again, back when I was not a dog person. And oh, it was so annoying to be around them. Luckily at that point I was moved out, but... Oh, I already built one. Crap. Let's knock that. Let's go put that. Oh, we should have brought it all the way over here. Oh yeah, cats are the best. I'm a cat person through and through. We have 5 cats. We have 3 dogs and 5 cats. 2 ducks, 15 chickens, a tortoise, and 12 rats. We have a whole menagerie going on at our farm. Or as my sister calls it, the zoo. Okay, nope. Oh, we need 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Awesome. We have enough. But I love our cats. Our cats are the best. Like I said, I'm just a cat person. Miss your turtles? It's interesting. I was never a turtle fan other than obviously Ninja Turtles, but I never really liked the idea of them being in water all the time. So I never wanted a turtle, but when I was 7, I had a tortoise, which is a land, right? It stays on the land. And so that was a lot easier for me to get excited about a cool turtle style, but a tortoise was just much easier to play with and have fun with than a turtle, because the turtles are, you know, aquatic in nature. And so I had a tortoise growing up, and then not last year, the year before, in 2023, because we've had him over a year now. For my birthday, my wife and I, we went to the zoo, and then we came home, and she surprised me with a tortoise. And I was like, oh, dude, this is awesome. His name is Skippy. Or, no, sorry, that was my original. His name is Rex. Skippy is our other tortoise that we have roaming around our property. We found him on the property, and we have him as our guard tortoise. He's a lot bigger than Rex. Rex is really tiny. He's about the size of my palm still. And he won't grow bigger until several years from now, because they live to about 80 years old. So Rex will be around after I die, for sure. And Skippy Jr. is our guard tortoise, who is about this big, and he just roams around the property. We don't really keep tabs on him because he lived here before us. 15 years. That's crazy. So this is they got soft shells. Yeah. Tortoises, nice and hard. And it's interesting. I didn't learn this, or I might have known this when I was a kid, but I relearned this when I got Rex. Their shells are part of their skeleton, and they're actually very sensitive. So a lot of people will like paint their shells or put like Velcro and like attach cameras to their shells. And that's really bad for them because they're very sensitive on their shells. So you want to always, like, we always try and tell people who will pick him up or, you know, whatever, be very careful with the shell, because that's part of his body. It's not like an exterior, like, hey, don't mess around with me. Like, it's there for protection, but it's also sensitive. So it's really interesting. I don't know what I should do here. We need to keep making stuff. That's what we need to do. I feel like I should just have... What's that person doing? Oh, he's shearing stuff. Right. Here. Let's have him just shear these people, these sheeps. There. Your sheep shearer. It's just over there. But Rex is rad. I love him. He's a very cool thing. I'm trying to figure out how to get this place nice and warm all the time so that we can have him in here and I can have him on camera. But again, that's just something that I'm going to have to figure out after it hits springtime and it gets warm in here, because right now it's just too cold for him to be in here alone. Even though he's got heating lamps on and stuff like that, I just don't want him. I don't want to even have an issue with him. Like, he's very young still. He's only 2 years old. Oh, not even 2 years. He's a year and like 4 months old. He's very, very young. So we got to make sure that he's protected. He went under the blanket and fell asleep. That's cute. That's awesome. Yeah, Rex is still too small for us to have him roaming around. And again, we have cats. So in our old house, we had Rex in our guest bedroom. And the guest bedroom was always open when we didn't have company, which very rarely happens anyways. And so all the cats would be roaming around, and he's in a fully caged enclosure, and it's large too. But the cats would always jump up and watch him, and so we're always very cautious about the cats being in Rex's enclosure or area. But he seemed to do fine. He wasn't scared of the cats when they would jump up on his enclosure. He would just kind of look at them, and they would look at him, and nothing really ever happened. Okay, we still need to build the keep, Brian. We have not progressed really in like almost 2 hours. Just been moving crap around. All right, so... Oh, we built all that stuff. Now we need to go to the other thing and build all the other stuff. That's what it was. That's what this was. Oh, bearded dragon. That sounds cool. Oh, it's this other one. This other workstation. Okay, audience hall. Clock face. Mayor's office. Meeting hall. Meeting hall. Ooh, a gerbil. Okay. Gerbil would be interesting. I think, I don't think, no. My sister had a hamster. She had a hamster when we were younger. Never a gerbil. And our rats are, I don't know, my wife is weird. I love her, but man, she loves these rats. And I'm just, it's really hard for me to get on board with them. So she bought two, I don't know if I said this before, but she bought 2 rats, or if you've heard this before. She bought 2 rats a few months ago, back in November, and they're for dog training. It's a sport called barn hunt, where you put these rats in a enclosure, and then you hide those rats in bales of hay. Oh, guinea pig, okay. Yeah, guinea pigs I've heard are pretty cool. There is at the zoo, there's a guinea pig exhibit area, and it's fully open. You can walk right up, like it's on a ledge, like 1.5 feet high, and it's this huge little enclosure that has guinea pigs just running around all day long, and you can walk right up to them and pet them, and it's not like supervised really or any, I'm sure it is, I'm sure they've got cameras and stuff, but like you could totally just pick up a guinea pig if you wanted to, and it's so cool because they have like 15 or 20 of them there. It's really interesting. But the sport barn hunt is where you take the rats and put them in these enclosures, these like PVC tubes, and you hide them in bales of hay. And so the dogs hunt them out. They sniff them out in the barn area. That's why it's called barn hunt. So they sniff out the rats. They won't kill them or hurt them or harm them because they're in the PVC tubes. But like they're supposed to be able to react to the scent and find the rat by their nose work. And it's really, really interesting. I think it's a really cool sport. It's kind of still very new and up and coming, but you know, there's definitely competitions and titles that you can win and stuff like that. And so we've been doing it with our dog Banjo last year, and then BB, and they're both really, really good at it. And so my wife wanted to do it on our property now that we have enough space to do that. And so she got a couple rats. And apparently, like earlier this month, they got it on, and there's now 10 rat babies. Hey, we finished the keep. So what's next? The armory and the gatehouse are add-ons for your keep. We already did that. Build them to connect them to the keep using keep walls. So we have 10 rat babies and 2 regular rats. And we're trying to figure out what to do with 10 little baby rats. Our mayor came up to us, Carvin Marvin, we did this, our factory. We still don't have a factory. And we need 75 bricks to the factory. We don't have a factory yet, Mayor. Oh, he's gonna go into the keep. Okay. Cool. There we go. Complete the keep. Superb! You've built the keep. I'm duly impressed. Still, though, as it seems, though, something's missing. Aha! That's it. Connect either an armory or a gatehouse to the keep using the keep walls from the keep workshop. Okay. So we'll just build some walls. Keep wall. Oh, we just have one. Okay, we need a lot of bricks. Oh man, pouring rain. Ugh, that sucks. It rained a little bit yesterday, but not a whole lot. It was like a light drizzle for, you know, like mostly like a mist or a sprinkle. Really, it didn't like downpour or anything. But it's still stinking cold. That's gotta suck. Oh, working outside in the rain. When we had the people doing our fixing our heater a couple weeks ago, it's when the snow happened, and they're sitting out there working in like 15-degree weather in the snow, and I just felt so bad. I was like, that sucks. Yeah, freezing. I could have bet, man. I can imagine you were freezing. That's just no bueno. Do you have like company jackets at least, or is it all just like you wear what you can? Like it's on you to prepare for some of that stuff.
21 said we go through hell. Do y'all can be warm or cold?
Yeah. I felt really bad, and so I always make sure that I offer, you know, service people anything that they need. Like, hey, do you want to come inside for a little bit and stay warm? Hey, do you need a glass of water? Hey, do you want, you know, whatever, just to make sure that they feel like they're appreciated, because I'm always appreciative of people who come out and do that, because I used to do that stuff. I would not on the scale, you know, of that, but it was always, you know, IT work where I would go out and fix people's computers, you know, at work or at home or whatever, and I always tried to make sure that they felt comfortable with me being there, and they would always offer me stuff, and I'd be like, no, I'm fine. I really don't want to accept anything if I don't absolutely need it, right? But they were always so generous, and so I try to do the same. I try to make sure that I feel like they know I'm appreciative of them. You got some hoodies. At least that works. Okay, so we're gonna do attach. I think that's how you attach it, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it is. I think it just kind of works. Oh, I didn't put these ones in there.
Lil Sharky 21 said I was soaked down to my shirt.
Yeah. Soaked down to your shirt. Ugh. What a bummer. What a bummer, dude. I'm sorry you had to work like that. It sucks. Yeah, there we go. It's starting to attach. Cool. 30 degrees, dude. Dang. And the rain was still rain. It wasn't there we go. It wasn't turning into snow at that point. It was probably like right on the cusp where it's not cold technically enough to turn into snow. Oh, 38. Okay. I mean, still in the 30s. It's still stupidly cold. I was saying this earlier. I love the snow. I love the cold weather. But we were not prepared for this cold weather. we just moved, you know, and we're still building stuff, and we still have a lot of stuff to unpack and just try and continue living and move on. And I mean, we both have full-time jobs too, so it's hard for us to prepare for something that we weren't really prepared for this winter. And we had so much other stuff going on, like family, you know, coming in and getting a house ready to have, you know, people over for and host Thanksgiving. So it was just a ton of stuff where we just weren't ready for this cold. And man, it got cold. There we go. Yay! I'll have a victory sip. Hooray. Look at all of them dancing and kicking me, I guess. It's a weird dance. Very, very good indeed. We Keflings are honored to have your benevolent largeness among us. All right, what's next? Build the castle. All right. So we still need to build our castle. The keep is apparently not. I forgot the castle is totally different. So I'm assuming I'll just continue building. We'll have like the keep as this area. We need to get these stones out of the way though. Okay, so where do we go? Where do we go, George? Factory, there we go. That's what we, oh my gosh, this thing is huge.
Will Sharky21 said you teach it stuff.
Yeah, I teach. Now I do. I mean, I moved on to a different career about a decade ago. But yeah, now I teach. From here, which is actually super fun. So I work from home, which is awesome. But it is all day long. It is talking it here, sitting in this chair, talking into this microphone for 8+ hours straight every day. It's exhausting. Like there is, and it's hard too because I do that for work. And then I hang out for a few hours, and then I come back in here at night and then stream every night for several hours. So I talk all day long every day. It's quite tiring. But I love it, you know, I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. She's got some crystals. She's built up a little stockpile here. As soon as we clear this, nope, sorry lady. I mean, we could just do this so that you have a little bit closer. Is it a little bit faster, right? There we go. Okay, we need to build our factory, so. See, this is like, we do all this stockpile of the keep, and the keep workshop is just basically a pointless waste now. We have to go all the way back over here to build all these items for the factory. It's just weird, man. 1, 2, 3. Look. Curio. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you have that desire to help people and hopefully enjoy what you're doing to an extent. You know, I mean, we all have those days where you just go, this sucks. I hate doing this. Like, we definitely all have those days. But at the end, when you can still go, you know what? I'm happy with my work. I feel accomplished. That's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I feel like I have not been streaming that much tonight. Like, I feel like we just started, which is weird. I know we've been going for a couple hours now, but it feels like I just started this. I might need to put a jacket on, though. Whew.
Said the air handler was busted.
Oh my gosh. It rusted so much that it just fell apart and disintegrated. Dang. I'm so done with this cold. Like I said, that's the whole point I was trying to make earlier. I was really, I love the cold weather. It's my favorite. I love the snow. I lived in the mountains for 10 years, and I loved it. We would get several feet of snow, and it was just the best all the time. Shoveling snow was never that big of a deal for me. Like, I could, bust it out fairly quickly. And we had the Hummer and stuff, so like it was really fun to just drive around in the snow. But this cold, where it's just unnaturally cold, and it's freezing with the wind chill and all that. And again, we just were not ready and prepared for it like we normally were in the mountains. It's just gotten really rough. 1, 2, 3 furnaces. Okay, so we need bricks and okay, we need bricks and planks. Okay. Ooh, crap. We'll need a stockpile as soon as we do this furnace. Yeah, I'll totally take a look at that picture when you send it. I'm just doing it in the Discord, that's fine. Okay, so we need to planks and stone. Sweet. I'll take a look at it after the stream. Okay, planks and stone. We'll do 3 trips of planks, 3 trips of stone. That should build the stockpile back up. It's a lot though. Whew. I really do wish I planned out this this area better. It would have been so much smarter to do. It's a contractor's office. Right. So that was 2. Man. What the heck is this? Is this the sculptor, right? Lady statue. But I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying this game. It's so relaxing. And like I said, it's just kind of what I needed. Okay, we still need bricks. Got it. I'm so excited. Like, I love playing this game, and I'm ready to finish it at this point. Because I want to move on, and I want to play a kingdom or a world for Keflings. Because the world of Keflings is so different. Like, it's the same basic mechanic, right? But you have all of this extra stuff that they expanded on. I just don't remember it. I only played it when it came out, and only for a brief time. It came out when I had the store, and I was just so busy. If it was a game that required more than, I'd say, 5 to 10 hours, I just never finished it because I just didn't have the time. And so I am definitely excited to move on after this game. It had that much, 4 inches of standing water? That's insane, dude. That's crazy. Music so much. Again, it makes me so happy. Whenever I play this game, I just get happy and joyful. I could have such a crappy day. And that's kind of why I'm playing this, is I have had a few of those days recently where I'm just like, dude, today sucked. Today was not a good day. And my wife said, why don't you play a Kingdom for Keflings? Because she knows it's like my zen go-to game, right? My happy place game, as Happy Gilmore would say. Go to your happy place. This is basically that. This is my happy place game. Oh, maybe that should be a question of the week. That would be a good one. I did the question of the week today. What did I do for the question of the week? I can't even remember. But maybe next week's question of the week will be, what's your happy place game? Taking out Monolith? Taking out Monolith? What game is that from? Sorry, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not super sharp on some of the references. Is that a JRPG of some sort? Oh, the Stalker games. Okay, the original. Man, I still need to play the original Stalker. Ugh. Someday. Someday when life isn't so hectic. But we'll get there. We'll get there eventually.
21 said so word.
That's what I've always heard. I've always heard people talk really enthusiastically about Stalker. Okay, I think this should be good. I think we should have enough. I don't even remember what we were building. At least one more furnace, I think. I think we needed one more furnace. Oh, man. It's getting freezing in here. Okay, I might have to turn the heater back on. We're getting close.
21 said I still have 40 hours left of Stalker 2.
40 hours. That's a lot. It's quite a lot. Man, we have this whole stupid area of these bricks. Let's just clear these out really quick. Can't be too much, right? Yeah. Piece of cake. Nice. Okay. Are you gonna do different avenues? Like, are you choosing different objectives, or not objectives? Sorry, different paths in your next playthrough? Or are you gonna kind of keep the same story going, the same character path? Because that's what I like about a lot of those games, is when you have those choices that you can make. You can, on your next replay, do something different and see a different, story play out in some cases. And I think that's always been really interesting. Okay, I'm gonna drop this off really quick, and then I'm gonna turn on the heater. I'll be right back. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I'll be right back.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Hi, my name is Ryan Moore, and I'm here in the deep jungles of Tennessee, hunting wild animals. I think I see one. All right, as you can see, we bagged us a big cat. This is strictly catch and release. We're tagging them and releasing them into the wild, but look at this beautiful underbelly. Now, you can catch me every day on YouTube and Twitch at 2 p.m. and 11 p.m. Central Time, and I'm currently playing through Tomb Raider Remastered. Come and join the stream. You can't swan dive in the first game, though, right? That they added that in the second. Oh no, you can. Oh no. I'm glad the camera obscured that, because that would have been horrible. Okay, I need to fix those commercials. Kind of get all out of whack, and I'm not really sure what's going on there. All right, back to the game. Okay, so we're building our factory. Oh man, we still have a lot to go. But we're building our whole infrastructure.
infrastructure back up. We're building it back up better. All right. So we need a workbench and a platform, a bench, a tower. Okay, I think we all need it from here. Yeah, now it's getting nice and warm. What else do we need? Oh, we need cloth. We need lots of cloth. Okay. I wish it could kind of like just make it so that I have the stuff, or it tells me how many of them I need. So we got the advanced towers. I think we got the book collection. We don't have the Curio of Fortune. We got 3 furnaces. We need a gathering hall, a mystic manual, 2 offices, a stall, and a store, at least 1 storehouse. And then we'll just need to bring some cloth over. And then I think we'll be good. I think that will be the factory after that. No, cloth. Where's cloth? The loom. Side with Circa? Okay. Sorry, I totally forgot to to look at the chat once I got back. I am really interested. I want to do a full series playthrough. So we were talking about series playthroughs and how I'm gonna try and change up the format a little bit of the streams. I think without giving out too much detail, because I don't like to go into detail on stuff that is weeks or months out, and I also don't like to overpromise stuff. I really try not to. The games that I want to play, it's just really hard with the schedule that I have. So I want to try and focus more on, and I actually started doing this today. I finally started recording some extra playthroughs of games for the YouTube channel. So hopefully going forward after the next couple of weeks, I'll be having 2 different styles of content going on. One, a more a YouTube playthrough of games, and then the live streams will be a different format where I'm not just sitting playing, you know, X game all the way through. And that's kind of how I've been doing it over the last year, because I've only been, this is my Twitch anniversary or stream anniversary or whatever, where I hit affiliate last year at this time. So what I've been doing is just playing through games, and we were doing show-based shows where every night was a different theme. Then I started doing playthroughs of games. Neither of those kind of held the numbers that I want. People would drop off after a couple of times viewing. So I'm starting to go, okay, how can I have a different focus? And what I think I'm going to do is have 2 different styles of shows going on at the same time. One on YouTube and one during the live streams. And the live streams are going to take on a very different format, and it's going to be very fun. I just have to have the time to set everything up. And I've gotten, I'd say, probably at least 75% of the way everything's set up, but not the way that I want it to. So I'm still playing around with some stuff, but I think it will be really interesting, and it will be unlike what most other people do on streams. Without giving too much away, it's going to be a very interesting and different format. All right, factory, make it happen. Yeah. We got some stars. We unlocked a tailor. Okay, so we can do wood carved bricks, magic potions, I don't know where we get that from, gems, and other cloth. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be a very different style, and I think that will keep a lot more people's attention. Where did these go? Okay. All right, so now we've done the factory. We got the tailor, the dye mixer upgrade. Okay, so they do upgrade Stuff. All right. Oh, the wizard tower. All right. That's what we need next, I think. Or let's do the tailor. I kind of like doing that stuff. Yes, I did. I did make that transition screen. Everything that I do, I make custom. Everything. All these overlays and transitions are all custom. It's a lot of stupid work. I hate it, but at the same time, I'm such a perfectionist about things. It's one of my toxic character traits that I'm a perfectionist. So everything I do, I kind of hate. And it's never good enough. And I always have to convince myself that it's not that big of a deal. People really don't care all that much. But, yeah, I kind of do everything myself because I don't like anything that's pre-manufactured or pre-made. A few of these transitions are from, you know, a transition studio. They do that, and I haven't. There's only a couple that I've actually have not touched or created, but I'd say about pretty much everything that you see, I create on my own. After Effects. All of that is done in After Effects, my friend. I've been working in After Effects since 2001. Where is... Okay, so this is the... Sorry, I totally forgot. The bricks. And the mayor, which is over here at the keep, has... We need two things. We need Carvin Marvin, 75 pieces of carved wood, and then 75 pieces of brick. Cool. So we'll do the brick first. Which we should have. Yeah. Yeah, we're all good on this. But yeah, After Effects, oh boy. Well, I'll be jiggered. That 75 bricks, all right. I guess I owe you that Kefling an apology and those gloves. You'll find them at the town square. Yeah, what's up, Wolfman? We're getting some bricks. We're getting, we're laying some bricks down. We're putting up a brick house. I don't know. I got no more brick puns for you. I'm sorry. Give me my work gloves. Yeah, there we go. Don't let something in your hands hold you back. Move like the wind. Oh, dude, Adobe. So I started working with Adobe in 2000, and Premiere and After Effects and Photoshop. I come from the era when you just bought software, and I hate this new subscription-based model that we've got going on with stuff. I absolutely abhor the fact that we all have to subscribe to software, and you lose access to it after you paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to it over years. Like, it's just stupid and dumb. Oh, I didn't even... Oh, shoot. I did not read what that just said. Hope he didn't leave me anything, did he? Oh, we got love. We got love. We will build another house so we can have some more Keflings. House. So bedroom, hearth, and storage. She's a brick house. Sorry. We did Rock Band the other night. I don't have to sing anymore. Dude, I got done with that stream the other night. It was funny. My wife, the next day, was it yesterday? She was like, you said you were tired and you wanted to do a quick stream. You ended up playing Rock Band and singing for 3 hours. And I went, I know. Oh, I know. $420 for 1 year of Adobe, right? I mean, I do remember when Adobe was $700 for the software, but you bought it outright and then you never had to buy it again. I mean, or at least that version. In the end, it might just be more, but you also would get discounts, whether it was an EDU email, right? If you worked for a production company, you would get discounts. If you worked for a school, you would get discounts. So there was definitely certain things that you could, oh my gosh, you could work with, right? I miss that. Yeah, I still have, I don't have any physical discs anymore of Adobe, but I still have some of my original copies, not burned copies, but like digital copies of like Adobe Premiere 4 or 7. I think I started with Premiere 4. I could be wrong. 4 or 5. And then I remember when 7 came out. I remember when 6 and 7 came out. Those were big upgrades. 7 was so popular that Final Cut, or Apple built their own version of it with Final Cut, right? Ooh, yeah. Let me know what you got going on. Let's have her just, at least for now, let's just have her carve some wood, right? Okay, so we were working on the, oh my gosh, these ones are big. Taylor. I really wish, you know what? Oh no, we're having her kind of clear this area out. That's right. An HVAC sim? All right. That sounds fun, dude. Oh shoot, I keep doing that. I am sorry, lady. I do not mean to pick you up. There. Holy crap, dude. This dude is just mining away. I mean, Photoshop, I forgot to answer or say this. Photoshop, yeah, it's largely the same program, but there's definitely, obviously, you know, upgrades and things. I think some of the AI stuff that they're working with and having it do is interesting, but it's not something I care about. I personally just don't care about AI stuff in Photoshop or editing or any of that. I just like, no, thank you. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's got that twist to it, a psychological horror twist. Nice, dude, that sounds awesome. How far are you into it, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what's your progress at? I want to make a game so bad. And when I did my VR game, that was so difficult for me. And I started like working on a few other projects, and I just never got around to working on it more because of life. Like I was newlywed, I was traveling for work on a weekly basis. So it was just something I could not actually work on. But I would love to try it again at some point. Working on maps? Okay. That's awesome, dude. Dude, I want to encourage you to continue on with that. That is awesome. That is rad. Okay, so we're just stockpiling. We need to build the Taylor. Can we do anything here in the Geek Workshop? No. Should I build everything? I'm feeling like I should just rebuild my my stuff over here. Like, we can't do the basic workshop, but this town workshop, I think we're gonna rebuild the town workshop over where everything else is, right? So, town workshop. Oh, the code breaks every... Ooh, that sucks. That ain't good. So we've got our keep, our factory. Here, we'll do town workshop over here. And then we'll do our contractor office on the other side, on the right-hand side. And that should kind of fix a lot of the walking back and forth stuff.
21 cent hasn't happened in a week, so fingers and toes are crossed.
Nice. Okay, so you hopefully you got something working there. Hopefully you got it fixed. Oh no, it's gonna stockpile everything. Crap.
Lil Sharky 21 cent.
Nice. So I actually had a big conversation with my best friends about AI last night. We're sitting there at the vet's office, and I'm like, it's like 12:30 in the morning, and I'm just sitting there, and my friends are all on the West Coast, so they're still a few hours behind me. And so I sat there and I said, hey, what do you guys think about DeepSeek? Is that what it is? Which is this new China AI that just came out, and it's basically blowing everyone out of the water. And they're like, oh, I'm actually very surprised because they're both in IT, like way smarter than I am about any of that stuff anymore. Because I got out of IT in 2014. So it's been over a decade since I've been in the IT industry. They're still in it. And so they work with a lot of this stuff. And I was like very surprised they didn't even know what I was talking about. And so all I saw was like people just losing their minds over it. And so I said, what do you guys think about it? And like I had to explain it to them what it was. And then they went, oh. And so like we talked about it, and I was just like, I don't know. I'm just not a AI person. I just don't see a lot of use for AI in normal everyday life. My wife uses Grok all the time, but I never use it, and I try to use it. I sit there and I go, what can I use this for? And I just can't come up with a single reason for asking AI anything. Yeah, Nvidia's stocks plummeted today. Like, just an immense amount. Oh crap, that's a lot of stockpile. This is what we're doing. You know, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna save. We gotta save. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going with. Is I'm not into the whole AI thing, but I can see reasons for it for certain people. From what I've heard, if you code, it's extremely useful. And I went, oh, okay, that's cool. That's really, really cool. I wish I coded. I wish I programmed so that I could have a reason for it, but I just don't. Oh man, there's so many rocks. Wait, how much am I carrying? 26? I thought I carried more than 26. Yeah. Okay, so let's get our... Keep having to reset. Oh yeah, absolutely. If you go into something, just do it with everything that you've got. Go all in. I used to make that joke all the time. Whenever I would do something, I'd say all in, like in poker, like Texas Hold'em. Man, oh, we gotta play the Texas Hold'em game at some point. So on the first couple of years of Xbox Live Arcade, they had some really fun games like this. They had a poker game called Texas Hold'em. And I'm bad at card games. I've never enjoyed card games all that much. I get really bored. I get really, really bored of card games very, very quickly. And so what I would do when I would play the Texas Hold'em game was I would go all in every single time. And people hated it because they could never tell. I bluffed so well because they could never tell if I was serious or not, because I was always going all in. And so I would win all my hands because people would always think, oh my gosh, this guy's insane. There's no way he's going all in unless he has something extremely good. So people would fold all the time or whatever. But it was just me being bored. I just hit all in every single time. And I won so much from it. It was great. What's Gale Dev? I don't know what that is. But man, yeah, I spent so much time playing Texas Hold'em on the 360. I miss that this early era of self-publishing games. It was crazy. Yeah, throwing people off in poker is actually the fun part of poker. Oh, game dev. Okay. Yeah, stupid autocorrect. Ah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Throwing people off in poker is so much fun because they can never tell. And they would always get mad at me all the time. They'd just be like, oh, you suck, Ryan. Like, do you not know that I kind of just don't care? I'm just doing this because I just want to finish and do something else. It's both a blessing and a curse because, like, my wife really loves like board games and card games, and so whenever we do family get-togethers, everyone loves that stuff, and I just can't stand it. I get so immediately bored, and I try to be super nice about it. I just say, dude, this does not interest me. I'm sorry, it does not. And it just sucks. Hey, no worries, man. Little Sharky, thank you so much, dude. I hope you have an awesome rest of your night. Thanks for the subscription. I honestly really do appreciate that. And I hope you have a good day tomorrow. And stay warm, dude. Stay warm. Get some, like, I don't know, a trash bag at least or something, so that at least you don't accumulate that wetness in your clothes. Stay warm, keep safe. God bless, man. Thank you so much. Have an awesome rest of your night. Yeah, I think the whole thing with a lot of card games and board games, there's no driving force for me. And it really sucks because whenever I say, dude, this doesn't interest me, I'm sorry, I'm bored out of my mind, it always goes to the, Ryan, but you play video games. And then I have to explain to them, video games are narrative based for the most part, you know, like that's what I like. I like narrative based. I like tasks. I like having a function, and I don't like sitting there for 15 minutes explaining instruction sets like that immediately. If your game requires you to sit there and read and explain for 15 minutes your instructions, you've already lost me, and I will never care. And I think most of those types of games do that, where you have to sit there and read instructions, and then you have to have someone explain every single time you play the game, and it's just, oh my gosh, I immediately want to rip my eyes out. I just can't stand it. So that's what I really try and get people to understand, is just like, please stop with this. Don't make me do this. Oh man, why am I doing this? This is the true question. Why am I sitting here like organizing all this stuff? It's because I'm insane. It's because I'm insane and I have not organized correctly. A lot of people would call this OCD, and I would not. I actually really don't like when people talk about OCD in the way of like, oh, I like being organized, so clearly I have OCD. No, I like being organized. Like, I don't have some mental disorder. It's just the fact that I like having things nice and neat and tidy. It makes it much easier to manage. Oh man, that bugs the living crap out of me when people talk about me having... It's not even just me, it's just in general, people misusing words. I said this earlier today on X. One of the biggest issues I think a lot of people have is that people don't understand what words mean anymore. There's so many times when you see someone talk about something and they're just talking out of their butt because they have no idea what the words that they are meaning or the meaning of a word is. It just gets on my nerves so much. Like, look, as soon as I'm done with this is what took maybe 2 to 3 minutes to move all this stuff over completely. And now I have this huge area that is completely cleared and clean, that doesn't have crap strewn all over, and I know exactly how much of X amount of thing I have. I know I have 243 logs over here, and I know I have 189 logs over here, and I have 997 rocks over here, which we're gonna try and take over here if we can. Just a little bit. We're not gonna do too much because we don't need to. So that's a brick mason. That's the town workshop. Okay. And then we said we were gonna do the... Let's just see. That's a lot. Oh, I hate doing this. Contractor's office. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. All right. Let's move it over here. I hate doing it, but we kind of needed to, right? So 3, we'll do right there. So we have a little bit of even space. And we should save after this. Oh, was that materials? See, that's the one thing too, is like you get all those materials back, but man, I wish you could package them up better. It would be so much nicer. But whatever. Whatever. Workstation. Ooh, my throat's starting to hurt. Been going for a few hours. I had some fun tonight. We'll go for about 15 more minutes or so. But man, yeah, I absolutely adore this game. Like, you can see, I can sit here for hours, and the hours go by, and I feel like I started playing this game maybe 45 minutes ago. I'm gonna sit back. Maybe sitting back will kind of maybe go for a little bit longer. Oh, it feels so good to play this game. But like I said, I'm actually really excited to move on to a world for Keflings. That's kind of what I'm bummed about. I'm bummed about how tonight was mostly about rebuilding and organizing, but now that I have that building and organizing out of the way after this, we're gonna be able to crank out some jams very quickly. And that's gonna be a good thing. Is what Martha Stewart would say. Was never into the whole Martha Stewart thing, but again, whatever. I don't know why, but I keep seeing the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Robotnik dance on X and people putting new music to it, and every time I have to check to see if it syncs up well or not, because it's all this different music. And it's interesting when you see something like that go kind of viral or whatever, where everyone kind of jumps on it. And it's interesting too, seeing people freak out about it. And it's like, do you not understand how beat matching works? Like, that's why the dance moves are set to a beat, right? And if it's on if each song has a certain amount of beats per minute and you beat match it, then everything will look like it syncs up. Except for the mouth moving part, like when they're singing lyrics. Okay, so there's our contractor office. It's all set again. We're gonna do our tailor again, and we're just gonna organize. So we got some planks, and we're just gonna throw all this stuff into the contractor's office. And we're building some stuff here, man. Gems, and we got a lot. We've got quite a lot to move, so we're going to be doing this for the next few minutes here. But that Sonic movie, man, it is incredible that we have a Sonic the Hedgehog movie series. We have 3 now, coming into a 4th movie in a few years. And they're good. They're enjoyable. They don't need to be crazy amazing, and I don't think they're crazy amazing. I enjoyed it. But for someone like my nephews, who are 5 and 6 years old, holy crap, the fact that they have Sonic the Hedgehog movies to watch and enjoy and grow up with and quote that are not mind-numbingly stupid is amazing. The fact that they're actually well made is just cool. And they've got Jim Carrey to like emulate as a Robotnik, right? Like when I grew up, I had Jim Carrey as Ace Ventura, The Mask, the Riddler from Batman Forever. It was awesome. Jim Carrey's an adopted national treasure because he's Canadian, but man, just watching him work, it's so interesting that he retired from acting but keeps coming back to the Sonic movies because he's enjoying it so much. Like, that says a lot. It says a lot. And I just hope that whatever he does, that he's enjoying it. And it seems like he is. I don't know why I got off on that, but just seeing Jim Carrey still acting, even though he says, I'm retired, but he keeps coming back for Sonic, I think is just really fun. So I'm very interested in kind of seeing how this year is going to pan out with the streams. Working on so many different things and seeing what works and what doesn't work. It kind of sucks because I actually thought like a lot of the stuff from last year was really fun. I thought the show-based weekly segments were awesome, where every day was a new type of stream. That kept things very interesting for me. It was a little hard to plan out though, and I think that's one of the biggest disadvantages of it. It was very hard to plan out, and a lot of people were like watching only for one thing. And that's just kind of the nature of the beast with live streaming. And it's why a lot of people don't like variety streaming. What I do, where I play different games all the time, is very hard to retain viewership because people are creatures of habit. They want one thing and one thing only. And I personally am not like that at all. there are certain things that I gravitate towards more than anything else, but apparently I'm a very different type of person than most people. I kind of already knew this, but I use the internet differently. I watch things differently. I do things differently than most people do. And seeing people always comment, you shouldn't be a variety streamer because it is insanely hard to retain people's or retain viewership that way. Like, I'm gonna do what I want. If people are wanting to join me for the ride, cool. Like, that's the whole point. I'm not gonna sit there and play the same game over and over again because I will be bored to tears. I will not enjoy it, and you can immediately tell when someone's not enjoying something. You can always tell when someone is faking it when it comes to streaming. And it's actually really hard for me to watch a lot of streamers because I can see that they're faking it half of the time. And I go, ooh, don't do that. Be genuine. Be real. Just be real. It's not that hard. It's your nature. So I always try and tell people, look, if you want me to play a certain game, I'll be more than happy to entertain the idea, think about it, and if it's something that I want to do, I'll do it. If it's not something that I want to do, I'm not going to sit there and go, yeah, I'll totally do it, and then do a whole playthrough of a game that I just hate and do not enjoy. So I've got a lot of ideas for the next few months of trying to change up the streams and videos. Like I'm going to start doing a lot more videos on the YouTube channel that are not just live streams. The live streams are fun, but they are a lot of work for preparing and making sure everything's working properly every single night. And so I'll be changing some of the format, and the format's going to be very different. Holy crap. But it's going to be so much fun. I really hope that people enjoy it, because I think I'm going to put enough time and energy and money into the production of the show that it's going to stay that way. And if people like it, cool. If people don't, that's okay too. It's all good. Almost done with this, and then we're gonna save it. But look, we're stockpiling stuff, right? We're stockpiling all this stuff. Doing real good. I'm very happy. But my throat is definitely starting to go. I can definitely feel it just getting hoarse. Which means, Ryan, stop. Just stop. As much as I hate doing it, because I hate obeying my body sometimes, there's definitely times where I'm just gonna have to go, all right, enough is enough. I have to obey. I do feel bad that we didn't, I mean, we got the keep built. We've got some other things, objectives finished. And we've moved all our buildings so that they have a ton of resources really quick and 30. Okay, so two more roughly. Have accumulated all this mass amount of stuff and is just building upon building upon building, right? So we're gonna check this really quick after we save. I gotta say, I'm really excited about that, those notifications working again. That was something that I was so frustrated with. I was like, dude, why is this not working? Okay, so let's save. We are a lord now, not a mayor. King of the castle, lord of the manor. So we've got 1,300 cut stones, and we need some bricks. We got 1,500 planks. We've got 50 carved wood. Let's take some of these planks. Oh, he's already building these things too. Okay. Oh, is that a stone quarry? Oh, I don't like that, and I don't really want to do this, but I'm kind of mad that this stone is right here. We've got the time. We got a few more minutes. Whatever. It's all good. It's all gravy. Plop. Plop. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to play tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's going to be interesting because it's either playing a flat game or a VR game, right? And I'm got a couple ideas for flat games, got a couple ideas for VR games. I'm not really sure what I want to play yet. And that's also one of the things with the nightly streams is there's so every day I go, shoot, what am I gonna play? And that's what I did like about having either the shows where it was I already have a plan of what I'm gonna do for the week, or when I'm just playing through games instead of jumping in and out of various games. Like when I had Moss going, I knew I was going to play Moss. When I had Moss 2 going, I knew I was going to play Moss 2. When I had Batman Arkham Shadow going, I knew I was going to play Batman Arkham Shadow until I finished it. And some of those games, like the Moss games, are very short. Batman and what was the other VR game that I played last year? Earlier this year, Behemoth. Both of those were like 6 episodes long and like 2 or 3 episodes or hours each for the stream. So I had like a week of material like already planned out for me. So that was kind of nice. But now I'm just like, shoot, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I do this? And then we'll build some bricks because we definitely need some bricks. Okay, so that's all good. We're gonna take some bricks. Like all of our Keflings, our entire town is basically over here. I wish we had more. I wish we had more Keflings. Like 4 more Keflings, I think would be perfect. I seriously thought it was 3 a.m. It is only 2. Crap. I'm debating on whether or not I want to sit here and just play more Keflings. If you're watching right now and you want me to play more Keflings, let me know. I'm just gonna do a few more of these. I think we'll get down to 500 maybe. $771, yeah, sure. Okay. All right. Oh. You know, since we lost some progress earlier tonight, about half an hour of progress because the game froze, which, let's save. Even though we just did a few minutes ago. Let's go for a little bit longer. I feel like I have a little bit more energy. Let's go for a little bit longer. And let's build our... What the heck does the tailor do? Is there anything this thing needs to build? No. Okay. So we need stalls. Let's go to the very top. Advanced tower. We need 4. 1, 2. We need planks. We need planks. Well, we have 1,400, so let's do that for a minute. See, this is kind of what I'm talking about, is like, I wish I had a few more Keflings to distribute the plank stuff a little bit easier. But I'm so fast and so good at what I do, and I'm amazing that I can just kind of do it faster than they can ever accomplish or wish to be. Okay, how many? 220? Yeah. Let's do a few more. I mean, we're gonna need it, right? But man, what a great little game. Okay, so we did 1, 2, 3. Okay, and where are we putting our tailor? I guess we'll put over here. Right there. Just up. Like that. It's nice and simple and easy. I love the work gloves that my giant has. He's got a solid amount of work gloves. Not amount, a solid set or pair of work gloves. Okay, one more advanced tower, and then we've got to have an office. We need 2 offices. We need 2 stalls, and I think that's it. Okay. I don't know why a tailor needs to be this big of a building. Seems odd. Crazy. Weird, perhaps. What am I doing? Okay, so stalls, right. Like, we gotta at least build this tailor, right? Stall. All right, now we need the eyes. And I think that's over here. And this is where I was just kind of a little bit bummed because I didn't want these. I wish I could move this stuff. Okay, so reading rooms, and that's it. Okay. Weird. And then what is that? Storehouses? And then that looks like gallows poles. I'm just gonna say it looks like the gallows pole. It's not in here, is it? No, we already did that. So the keep, workshop. Nope, factory. It's gotta be the factory. Shipyard and 4 warehouses. What do we need? Bricks. Okay, we need bricks. We need to hit the bricks. And just need to build one more set. We're gonna take some bricks over here. I tell you, man, this music is just so jaunty. It really does put me in a mood. Puts me in a mood. Okay. I'm starting to get punch drunk. I'm getting a little loopy here. So we are gonna plop this down. Come on. And then we got the last one. shoot, I totally forgot that you can like stockpile, build stockpiles, but I think that's like just a handful, right? Okay, so there is our tailor. Now we still need an educated person, a diploma person, which I think is from, yeah, the guild hall. So we got 2 sheep shearers. So this guy, you're not going to be sheep shearer anymore. We're going to have you go to the guild hall, and we're going to have you be a tailor. There you go. Oh, we can build a cobbler now. Okay, thank you. I thought the cobbler was going to just be like a ton of extra work. I was like, oh no. That was a lot. That was a lot. So we need 1 booth. Oh, whoa, we don't have a lot of that stuff. Oh, shoot. So we can't do the cobbler. Wizard Tower. Nothing in there. Arcane Tower, a book collection, a decking, furnace, a mystical manual, and some simple stairs. And then we need just a topiary tree or whatever. I don't even think we built it. We've definitely built the gardener thing. Never mind. Okay, so the Wizard Tower. I'm gonna build right next to the witch's hut. Like, literally right next. As much as we can, because we need to make sure that it can fit. I think that should be good. We're gonna need to have people move gems and stuff. We need more people. That's really what we need. We need more people. Such a bummer. Here we go. Oh shoot, I don't know if we're gonna be able to build all this. Not in that area. I think we need to move it up 1. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. So we need the wheelbarrow, stairs, the book. No, we got the book. Wheelbarrow and stairs and tree. Wheelbarrow is in the basic one, I think. And that's called the workshop, which makes no sense. Certain we built all the stuff. Decking, furnace, simple stairs. Yeah. Nothing there. Nothing there. So the topiary, which would be the garden, right? So elm tree. Oh, wood and gems. Okay. So we need some wood. Some wood, not like even planks, just regular basic wood. I should have plenty of that. And the gems. Ugh, you love to see it, man. Some wood. Oh, that was planks. Shoot. Oh well. We can stockpile a little, that's fine. 250. And then we need gems, which we'll go grab over here. Why would trees need gems? That's what I want to know. We don't have anyone over here, right? All this stuff. Oh, we have the sheep shearer. Oh, she needs to do something else. She's shearing sheep, which is good. But we don't need her doing that all by her lonesome all the way over here and where no one else is. That poor lady. 79. Wow, that's a lot of gems. Okay. Give me my elm tree. I guess we'll make her a wizard. I know that sounds weird. All right. And take this little sheep shearer. You come here. Your name... Henrietta. Come here, Henrietta. You're a wizard now, Henrietta. She needs to go to the place to get book smarted. I love how I messed that up by by forgetting to make her smart first. That's okay. You're a wizard now. Okay, we're gonna convert some of those magic gems to potions. Ooh, jousting arena. Nice. Just a bit. Okay. And then we're gonna take this. See, that's what I wanted. Just be able to scoop it up and then throw it in. Scoop it up and throw it in. It makes it so fast. Oh, but see, I knew that was gonna happen too. I was a little bit hesitant about being so close to the chick that I'm gonna mess that up. All right, there we go. And we're gonna take our, hopefully, oh man, we might not be able to get it. Okay, take our magic powder. Oh, we got a chick over there. There's the magic hammer. Yes, give me my power. Sledgehammer. I have the power! Mine rocks faster with this. Okay, so that's 14. So that just one. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna have to do that. I'm assuming the other people are. Okay, I think we'll call it there for the evening. That was good. That was a good spot. We're gonna go in front of our keep. We'll talk to our little guy here, our mayor, or no, Lord Mayor. Condensed magic. Put 75 bottles of magic powder in the factory, and I'll give you some running shoes. Hello again. You've been so helpful. I can't help wonder if you do me another favor. See, this keep needs some tapestries here and to lighten up the interior. Take 75 bundles of silk to the factory. Well, we can do the potions because we've already kind of built out our potion area with enough, right? Oh, see, this. Shoot, what happened? I was able to move through that sheepy before, but now... You can't harvest wool until you have single bow shears, but didn't I do that? Like, I'm harvesting. I think it's a little broken. Shoot. I built it too close. That's okay. We're just going to rebuild it over here. All right. I hate this. I hate that I messed everything up. Nope. There you go. Witch, get in your witch hut. We have a lot of powder. Wow. We just like booked it with the powder. I just want those magic running shoes so that we move faster, right? There it is. Find them at the town square. Oh man, this town definitely does feel different. Yeah, canna take any more speed. Yeah, cannot take any more speed, Captain. Weird. All right, now we're moving. Now we're moving with gusto. How much more? 130. Let's just complete it. I'll forget about it. Let's just make it nice and clean. And then we'll call it there. Oh yeah, I'm definitely feeling it in this chair. This chair is not the best to sit in for several hours at a time. I would love to get a new chair so bad, but holy crap, good chairs are so expensive and it sucks. Like, I just cannot justify spending like $1,000 to $2,000 on a chair. I know they're amazing, but I just can't do that, man. That is just an insane amount of money. And it sucks too, because it's like, oh, I'll plop down $2,000 for a 590 or 5090, but just for a chair, like, come on, chairs should not be that expensive. Like, there's no crazy expensive technology in making that chair. You're just making a good chair with good quality, but not $2,000 worth of quality. There's no cloth fabric that you're using to weave the chair cushion that costs that much. You just know you can get away with it. And I hate when people do that. Let's build a little bit more potion here. It sucks that it's up a little bit, but whatever. A little bit more, just a few more. I know, I keep saying it. Let's move. All right, bam. I promise, this is it. All right. With that, we stand in front of our keep. We save our game. And we are done, my friends. Whew. Oh, that was a fun night. That was a very fun night of video games and having some fun and playing some Keflings. I know it's not everyone's favorite game in the world, but I gotta do what I gotta do sometimes to relax my brain. The last night was rough, very long, very exhausting, and then just, I need that every once in a while. It is my happy place game. I think that's what I'm kind of dubbing it, is the happy place game. Zen doesn't really work for that. That's like this more small mountain downhill snow riders game that we were playing the other night. But yeah, I will be back with more video games tomorrow night, and we're going to have some more fun. We're going to be doing either VR of some sort or a flat regular video game. I'm not really sure. I haven't decided, but I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your night or day wherever you are around the globe. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you tomorrow for more video games. Until then, bye-bye for now.
I hear him say that he's going to need to check